Hi, sir. I'm Sakshi Mishra along with my group member Shania Kumari. We are here to present our final end-term project of ATTSV on impact of social media on mental health. So, coming to our problem statement, it actually emphasizes the overuse or misutilization of social media on the mental health of the individual. So it shows the detrimental effects of excessive social media engagements on individuals' well-being. So for well-being parameters, we have four things we have taken, like depression, anxiety, self-esteem, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. So, more about the data set. The respondents we have considered range from the age bracket of 16 to 91 years old, and the all the important heads that we have collected is their occupation, that whether they are a university student or a salaried professional or a retired professional, or and whether they are in a relationship or divorced or single, and what social media platforms they use. For example, Facebook. We have taken 8 social media platforms on which we will be visualizing the result, and thereafter we have taken the time spent, that is their engagement time on each social media platform or collectively. And then we had 3 questions related to depression, and simultaneously all the three disorders that we have taken. So we have tried to visualize based on those findings from Kaggle, and this data contains a voluminous amount of rows and columns. So we have finally sorted the data and filtered it to get meaningful interpretations. We have used our packages in library as Shiny App, Scattered Plot 3D, Heat Maply, Density Plot, K-means clustering, and cluster animation for which visualization. So coming to our first visualization, we have tried to create a heat map of psychological factors along with the relationship status. It clearly shows that based on the color, the darker the shade is, the lesser is the score for mental disorders, and the lighter the score, the higher is the value for mental disorders. So proceeding to our next visualization. Coming to our second visualization, we have created a 3D scatter plot between time spent by an individual on social media platforms, the depression score, age, and the relationship status. So, as these bubbles show that an individual using the social media platform for between 1 to 2 hours, or between 3 to 4 hours, and of a particular age bracket, has a definite depression scores. So here it is very much evident that an individual using social media platforms for between 3 to 4 hours, or above 5 hours, has a higher depression score, and likewise. Now our third visualization. This is quite similar than the second one. It's we have just introduced the age, along with the age, relationship, depression score. We have introduced gender parameter. So, you can see that this green bubble shows divorced female. So if we highlight it, it shows that all the other bubbles, basically generalizes that an individual who is single and has a certain depression score using is getting engaged in the social media platform for a definite time span, as the cursor shows that an individual having the age of 91 years uses the platform for 2 to 3 hours. And yeah, and simultaneously, we can check for every other relationship, every other individual based on their relationship status, the psychological factors they are encountering, the psychological hazards they are encountering, and from both visualization, Shania will be taking over.
Thank you, Sakshi. Now, talking about the visualization 4, here we have plotted a density plot for a proper visualization, which represent the different score for mental matrices on the basis of, we have selected 4 attributes, that is age, gender, occupation status, and relationship status. Here we found that, for example, we have selected the occupation status, where we found that the a salaried worker have for different mental score, he or she have a density of 2.9 into 10 to the power -1. In visualization 5, it is also a density plot, but for a proper visualization, we have plotted the attributes individually so that we can get a proper view that how different schools have different density. Different age people have different density, and different occupation status have different density, and about relationship status. So talking about our visualization 6, here we have done k-means clustering, which have been clustered into 1, 2, and 3. It is a cluster between time spent and age. The red dot, that is cluster 1, represent the age, a different age people, like we have selected from 20 to 40 aged people, and it is till 50 hours time. We have clustered the time period of different age group people, and here we can see that the time spent, cluster 1 is up to 50 hours, and the cluster 3, that is the blue, is represented by different age group people, and it is up to 69 hours, and the cluster 2, that is represented in green color, is up to above 100, that is 108 hours, nearly equals to 108 hours. Now the next visualization is seventh visualization. So what we have done in visualization 7, we have plotted a scatter animation which shows the relationship between age and time spent on different platform by male and female. We have selected age group of 16 to 14 to 28, as we have a long data. So we have selected 5 different colors, that is red, green, blue, orange, and purple. Red represent people, male and female, who are spending more than 5 hours, and green is representing male and female who is spending between 4 to 5 hours. Similarly, blue is representing between 3 to 4 hours, orange between 1 to 2 hours, and purple is less than an hour. So this is our last visualization. We have worked on a Shiny app, where we have visualized an interactive visualization on mental health data. We have chosen age and time spent on x-axis, and depression score, and we have chosen ADHD, anxiety, and self-esteem on y-axis. So what we are getting that this is this visualization shows the relation between the age and ADHD, that how many people of different relationship status, that is divorced, in a relationship, married, and single, have different scores based on the ADHD. And the second one is age and anxiety. This is the relation between the age and anxiety, as you can see. Sorry, Sakshi, as I'm not able to share my screen, so I'm using my phone. The third one is the relation between the time spent, and this is the anxiety, and time spent and ADHD. So this is our Shiny app visualization.
So thank you, Shania, for your insightful and interactive visualizations that you shared with us. Coming to an end of our presentation, we can, after analyzing all the data sets and plotting all the graphs and charts, we can clearly see that it was very much evident that an individual using the social media platform for more than 3 4 hours definitely suffered from mental hazards. And there was one more eye-catching interpretation that that we grabbed, that an individual whose relationship is single use the social media platform for much larger span, that there were more than 3 4 people who were male and female also. Their engagement time was like more than 5 hours on social media, and their anxiety, all the four factors, anxiety, self-esteem, depression, was scores were very high. And at the last, we also came up with the visualization that a married couple had a very less engagement time on the social media platform, and they were relatively the data says that uh, they were relatively healthier than the people using the platforms for a much larger span. It is clearly evident that from the data set that over usage of social media does impact an individual's mental health. The solution would be the optimum use of any platform, the optimum use of your like engagement time should be optimum, not the underutilization or the overutilization can be detrimental to an individual. That's all from our side. Thank you so much, sir, for your time.